The game begins in third-person view of Sean in his house. He arrives at his house and finds that it's been trashed. Going through the trash, he finds an image of him and his mate in special ops training, which triggers a flashback, which is a principle of multi-threading. This flashback is a fight and is now changed to the fighting mode, which is more side-on rather than the third-person view, which is dynamic camera. This is a tutorial part for the gamer where they can learn the controls of the fighting mode. After this, the game goes back into where Sean was at his house, where Sean receives a phone call. A phone call from his mate that tells him that the guy that trashed his house is across town on the construction site, and that he should go over there and teach him a lesson. Sean proceeds to go outside. Outside, he has to find his way across town. There's multiple ways. This is the principle of multipath. You can go right, you can go left. There's different ways to get there. On this occasion, Sean gets offered a lift by a guy on a bike and a trailer. This is the principle of travel. Sean takes this lift and gets taken to a location quicker. Sean hops out. There's different activities also, and Sean gets the option of going to the shop and changing clothes. He changes clothes and comes out. That's the principle of dynamic character. He then proceeds to the building. The blue building is the key structure and is a tall building in the game. Another principle. Sean enters the game and now has different options. You can go through the elevator on the right or up the stairs on the left. The principle of multipath again. He decides to go up the stairs. Going up the stairs is the principle of 3D space. Utilizing the whole world. Sean proceeds up the stairs, still in third-person view. Again, there's 3 doors. He chooses the last door, goes in, and enters and finds the characters that he's meant to find. Mini clip takes over here, after which the game now is in fighting mode, more side on, and the game proceeds. The gamer is now in fighting mode. Sean just kicked down the door, which is the principle of dynamic environment. After kicking the door down, the door breaks, which gives him the option of picking up the pieces. He picks up a plank and uses it to hit the opponent. After this, Sean goes into a grapple. Once in the grapple, red dots appear around certain objects, which means the player can interact with these. Sean decides to move the character to the red circle underneath the door, which triggers a mini clip of him kicking the player through the door. Sean then goes into another grapple. This time a yellow dot appears, which indicates a unique death, a finishing move. He moves the opponent to the yellow circle and executes the finish move, which plays a mini clip. The mini clip is of the character's head being chopped off by the saw. Sean then sees a medallion around the guy's neck, which he takes. This is the principle of rewarding. After taking the medallion, he receives a phone call from his mate saying that the cops are coming and he needs to escape quickly. The principle of surprise. Sean now has to find a way out of the building without getting caught by the cops. He decides to go out the window and down the fire escape. He goes outside and follows the stairs down. He's just been told that by his mate on the phone to meet him around the corner and he'll be picked up. Sean then hops in the car and is driven away. This is the principle of partner and is the end of the first level.